Good morning, Christina. Good. See if you can see me. Beautiful. Good. All of the dogs are in here right now.
Of course they are.
So I'm live right now. So we'll just see how we do. How's that?
Okay.
If I call your name, Kyle, maybe they'll come to you for kibble if they're going wild. Good morning, Kathy and Barbara. And Ron and LJ. Thanks. Good. Freddie's tail is just banging. It's so funny. Good morning. Hi, Lorraine. So welcome, yogis. Thank you for showing up this Easter Sunday. Right now I have all the dogs in the room, so we're going to see how it goes. My husband's on call to pull them out with kibble bits if they need that, if they're just too distracting. I can see one in the background. Your elephant's getting destroyed in the background.
Better not be.
Yeah, she found it. Hold on. Yep. There you go. Thanks. So as we come together on this Easter, this sort of new way of celebrating holidays, and new ways of being together, I just, again, endlessly want to give thanks to you all for showing up for me, showing up for your practice, and showing up for this experience of going deeper, right? We can be in all our suffering during these times, feeling caged in, or maybe find that the sacrifice that we're making gives us an opportunity to go deeper, an opportunity to become changed for the world, changed for each other, changed for ourselves. Maybe there's a chance to take that experience and go deeper. And I love that we can go deeper into ourselves, but with kindness, right? So this practice of yoga teaches us that all these shapes, all these moves, all these breaths, all these meditations, if we can do them with kindness and keep them in a practice and not perfecting them, but just observing ourselves through this journey, through maybe even the suffering we feel, as Samantha tells you to hold the pose a little bit longer and your head is going wild. Maybe you can take a breath and find some sweetness into that. And then all of a sudden everything changes, right? We're experiencing that now. And everything will change again. It'll be new, it'll be different. And it becomes how we want to live within that space, right? Within our lives, within ourselves. And the Buddha said, the foundation of all of us is love. So if we can work with that in what we do and how we act, even in our struggles, in our suffering, if we can work with that space of love, maybe it will be a little more easeful as we shift, as we change, as we evolve. So today, as we come together, just allowing yourself to sit tall, allowing yourself to drop into your practice and just feel. Let the shoulders melt down, the back of the body, let the neck be long, let the heart open. And just take a soft inhale through the nose. And then exhale out through the mouth. And again, soft inhale through the nose. And a soft exhale out through the mouth. And just let the lips close and feel the breath as it rises and falls. Feel the inhales and exhales. And just let yourself drop in. Drop into this experience, this practice of yoga. The focusing of the mind, letting go of the chatter, the negativity, the expectation, the struggle, and just being. Letting the breath take you deeper, letting it soften you, letting you go inward. Feeling the goodness within you. Just follow this breath. Feel the breath as it rises and falls into your body. Feel the breath as it expands and releases into your body. Feel the vibration of the breath. You might be familiar with Ujjayi pranayama, that inhale and exhale through the nose, a slight narrowing into the back of the throat. Just allow that vibration, wherever it is for you, to come through your body. It's healing, it's softening, it's releasing of stress and anxiety. Listen to the breath. Hear the waves of the breath as they flow in and flow out. No right or wrong, no space for judgment. Just allowing yourself to go deeply into the practice. Noticing moment by moment what's on the other side. And today, as we start with the Shanti Pat chant, the chant talks about us coming together to be protected, which we have done, coming together to be nourished, which we are doing, coming together in strength, and in this strength it benefits all. So maybe that sacrifice on this Easter day that some may feel that we're doing, it's for all. It's for all of us. And let these efforts that we're taking, allow them to be in a space where we can go deeper into love, into kindness. And just let there be peace, let there be serenity, let there be joy in this universe through these actions of coming together. Sahana Vavatu, Sahana Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahai. Tejasvina Mavidamastu Mavishvashavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Coming together. All right, so as we begin, KK,
Jackson.
can you get a couple? Go to Daddy.
Come on, guys.
Good, good, good. So as we begin, just find your seat here today. We're going to start today in Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together. And this pose, a wonderful hip opener, outer and inner thighs. Take and bring these fingertips if you can, pointer finger and middle finger to the big toe. Take a nice inhale, sit as tall as you can, and then exhale, let the shoulders melt away from the ears. Yeah, and just notice how that feels. Doesn't matter, your knees might be tightened up by your rib cage. Just see if you can melt a little bit and see where you can relax slightly into this. Take your breath, inhales and exhales. And just find the rhythm of the breath, inhale and exhale. As we nourish our bodies, as we come together to nourish our souls. And just one more breath. Beautiful. Take a nice inhale here. And then just begin to fold forward slightly. It doesn't need to be huge again. Maybe the elbows rest onto the inner calves or thighs. Maybe your hands need to shift back just to shift a little bit forward. It doesn't matter. Just feel sweet today. Feel the goodness. Rock a little bit side to side. Relax the head. Come into your heart, please. I beg of you. That heart can be full of joy. It can also have suffering, but just feel it. Nourish it. Take care of yourself. Take care of others. One more breath here. Take a nice inhale. Exhale out through the mouth. And then slowly rolling up. We're going to start today with some stretches of the legs. So we're going to take that right leg out to the side, and that left foot is going to come to the inside of that leg. So just that sole of foot maybe onto that thigh. Feel the sit bones dropping down. We're going to take an inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. And then we're just going to take and brush the walls as you exhale. Push through that right heel and open up the heart. Bring the fingertips slightly behind you. Lift the chin slightly and shoulders down the back of the body. Just feel that heart opening. Good. One more breath here. And then bring these hands, bring them to the front, sort of out in front of that left ankle, and you can always bring them onto props. And then just rock a little bit out in front. So you might go rather deep, that's okay. You might stay a little bit higher, whatever it is for you. So just take what's right. Push through the heel of that right leg. And find that sweetness of your breath. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Beautiful, and then just slowly, you're going to walk back up. Nice, and you're going to turn your torso over that right leg. So as you do, the belly button lifts in and up, the heart opens up, taking us over. And then slowly, just walk the hands out, right? So it doesn't need to be big. I'm encouraging you to sort of bend the knee a little bit and lift the quad muscle slightly so you're not collapsing behind the knee. And just take a few breaths there. Again, you're going to feel this into the left hip, up the rib, into the neck and shoulder in a sweet way because you're not overdoing. You're just going into that warmth, that love, and that kindness. Take 2 more breaths, inhales and exhales. Doesn't need to be deep. We just started our practice. 1 more breath. Beautiful. Draw the belly button in and slowly just walk the hands back up over that right leg. And then take the arms, sweep them back up to the sky. Get that nice reach. Push through that right heel a little bit, and then take that right hand to the outside of the left knee. Left hand comes behind you. Take an inhale, draw the belly button in, and exhale as you twist. Nice breath there, stay with it. 2 more. Open up that heart and just breathe into it. No right or wrong. Beautiful. Now from here, take that left hand, sweep it up to the sky, nice and long, and then just take it a little bit over, kind of like you're reaching over those right toes. Yeah, it doesn't need to be big. Relax the neck, gaze can be down or up or neutral. 1 more breath. Beautiful, and then slowly coming back up, draw the belly button in, reach both arms up to the sky, open up that heart. And then take these palms, turn them out, and just brush again this earth. This heart opens. I've been doing a lot of this shape, this movement these last couple of weeks, just opening up our hearts. Beautiful. And then slowly we're going to switch legs. So we're going to take that right leg in. The left leg can come out to the side. And that right foot to the inside of that thigh, possibly wherever it is for you. Sitting nice and tall here. Again, just take these arms, reach them up to the sky, and then turn them out. And as you do, just keep lifting the belly button in and opening up the heart. So you'll feel the whole heart center opening, the shoulders opening, the neck is long, fingertips behind. Take another inhale, and then exhale. Beautiful. And then just bring these hands around. You can place them onto the earth or on props in front of that foot. And just same thing. Take your breath, you might walk out, you might stay a little taller, whatever feels right. Let the head go and just feel the sweetness of opening up your body. Not with force, not with pressure, not with expectations, just being with the sensations, the goodness. Good, 1 more breath here, inhale, exhale. Lifting the belly button in and up, just walk the hands back. Beautiful. Sit nice and tall. And from here, we're going to take and bring these hands, this left hand to the inside of that left leg. Right hand's going to sweep up. Good, and then over. Yeah, and just get that nice stretch into the right side of the body. Doesn't need to be big. Open up the heart, gaze can go up, or it can go down, a little bit of both, as long as it's slow. Good, and again. Taking 1 more breath. Exhaling. Beautiful, lift the belly button in and up again, and then just sweep the arms up to the sky. Take that nice inhale. And then we're going to take that left hand to the right knee, and right hand's going to come behind you, taking that nice twist. Kind of push through that left heel and just get that left leg energized as you twist and open up your heart. Inhales and exhales should feel sweet, should feel good. 2 more. 1 more. And lift that belly button in and up. That means the core. And then take this right arm, sweep it up to the sky. And then again, we're just going to reach it over. Good. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Lift the belly button and then slowly unravel, reaching up to the sky. Turn the palms out again and brush the side walls, letting these hands come down. Beautiful. And then from here, we're going to take both legs. We're going to extend them out in front, but we're going to keep the knees bent. We're going to sit nice and tall up onto those sit bones. Lift the chest, open up that heart. And then from here, I just want you to kind of round back, getting a nice stretch into the back of the spine and the shoulder blades and the neck. Taking 2 more breaths here, just sort of sitting back, belly button draws in, chin dips. 1 more breath. Good, and then very slowly coming back up, lengthen, lift, open up that chest, and then let the belly and chest melt towards the thighs and let the arms wrap behind the knees. Again, another pose we've been doing a lot lately. It's a nice forward fold. It really reaches into the back of the legs, hips, spine, neck, shoulders. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Good. And then from here, very slowly drawing the belly button in, just coming back up. We're going to take these legs, we're going to bring them behind us, coming into that tabletop position, hands and knees. And then as you do that, just allow your hands to spread, your knees to be over your hips. And we're going to take and curl our toes under here. So just get all the toes curled under where you can. And then inhale, lift your heart coming into that cow pose. And then exhale, round, tuck the tail, tuck the chin, round that spine, and breathe again into that back of the body. Take a breath there. And another breath. Exhale, pushing you out of your hands. Beautiful. Stay with those toes curled. Inhale, lift your cow. Exhale, back to your cat. Zip up the inner thighs a little bit. Inhale, back to that cow. Exhale, rounding back to that cat. 1 more. Inhale. And 1 more. Exhale. Good. Now from here, we're going to come staying with that tabletop. We're going to take this right leg behind us, curl the toes under, sit back into the heel. Good. Getting a little bit of length into the back of that leg now. One more breath. Good. And then from here, we're going to take this right leg. We're just going to take it a little bit out to the side. And if you can turn that sole of the foot down onto the earth. And then just sit back a little bit. Just kind of massaging the inside of the leg. Relax. Good. Good. 1 more breath. And then from here, we're just going to walk the hands a little bit over towards that leg. So as you do, just keep a little bit of energy into the inner thigh, and just take, you're going to feel a little twist into the back, into the left hip. A little bit of energy up the inner thigh. None of these need to be big. Good. And then just slowly walk yourself back. Take your time. And then take this leg and bring it back. Knee draws in. And then from here, we're going to take and come to the other side. So we're going to take that left leg out to the side. Again, bring that foot down onto the earth. Toes can face towards the screen, and just let that whole foot come down. If it doesn't, you can just find that sweet spot. Take your breath there, lengthen. And just feel a little rocking back and forth. Doesn't need to be huge. I'm not looking for a huge sensation here. Just that balance, that kind of openness into the hip. And then maybe just walk the hands a little bit over. And then just sit back a little bit into it. Good. 2 more breaths. Good. And then very slowly walking the hands back to center, taking that left leg, just draw it back in. Good. And then from here, we're going to bring the knees wide and just kind of slip back into a child's pose. Doesn't need to be huge. Knees can come a little bit wider. You can also take a blanket or a pillow and slide it behind the thighs. And just let yourself melt into this child. Arms can reach out in front if you like, or keep them a little more bent. Taking 2 more breaths here. Let that heart melt to the earth. 1 more breath. From here, we're going to take that left arm and we're going to walk it over to the right. And that right arm, it can bend a little bit, just kind of soften so you can get a nice reach into the left side of the body. Let the head go again. Don't overdo, don't overstretch the shoulder, especially if there's an injury. Just maybe take it less, right? Good. Feel the breath. One more breath. Got it. And then just slowly walking the hands back to center. Before we go to the other side, we're just going to come up. Just come up. That's it. You don't need to adjust the knees. And then go back down. Love it. Just a nice little transition. And then walk the hands over to the left, taking and reaching the right arm over to the left, and that left elbow can bend, and then just sit back into it. As you do, just sitting back kind of into that right sit bone to that right heel. Let the head go. Always adjusting, making it right for you. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Beautiful. And then slowly just walking the hands back. And then again, just coming back up. Good. This time bringing the knees a little bit more underneath you. And we're going to inhale to that cow pose, lifting our heart. And then we're going to curl the toes under, and we're going to exhale to a downward dog. So lifting the knees up. You can also just shift back if you don't want to do a dog, and just let the spine lengthen. Yeah, so downward dog, or just find a nice version of a spinal stretch that works for you. Just take your breath here, pedal around a little bit, let the weight shift between the feet, let the head really relax, lift the belly button in and up, send the sit bones behind you as you melt down into the heels. Take your breath. Wherever you are, 1 more breath. Good. And then from here, very slowly, we're going to take feet a little wider. I love this, just kind of walking back to a forward fold. It's easier than walking forward. Take a nice half lift, hands to the shins or the thighs. Lengthen, neck is long. And then melt into that forward fold, Uttanasana. Rock a little bit side to side here. Just taking your time. Let the head go. Love it. Now, from here, we're going to take and bring the feet a little bit wider right off the bat. So just take them a little bit wider, staying in that forward fold draping. And then from here, we're just going to turn the right toes out a little bit and just bend in a little bit. So that same little shape we felt before, the inside of the right leg. Just find that space. So your legs might need to come a little bit wider. It's up to you. And toes stay facing forward, and just get a nice little bit of stretch into the inside of that left leg. Doesn't need to be huge. You can always take it deeper. I'm doing the gentler, more modified. And then slowly come back through to center, turning those right toes in, turn the left toes out a little bit. Walk over to the left. Feel a nice space into the inside of that right leg. Take your breath. Good. 1 more. Beautiful. And then very slowly coming back to center. We're just going to heel toe these feet back underneath us, back to that forward fold. And then from here, find your way back out, downward facing dog. So you can always bring the knees down, finding that puppy dog. I really encourage, if you're new to yoga, that in our heads, we always think that the legs need to be locked straight and the heels need to touch the earth. I want you to take and push through the hands, through the shoulders, and really get the reach from the sit bones, so you're getting a long spine. And then maybe the legs extend, but they don't have to. Take your breath. There is activity in the legs, but it's not forced. 1 more breath. Beautiful. And then from here, we're going to take and very slowly make our way to the front. Remember, I said it's not as easy, so just take your time. Good. Let the feet be a little bit wider than hip distance, not as wide as we did earlier, but just a little bit wider. And then take a nice inhale, that half lift, lengthening the spine, hands to the thighs or the shins, and then melt, forward fold. And then from here, we're going to take opposite elbows and just let the shoulders really relax, let the head be extra heavy. Lift the belly button in and up, and very slowly begin to roll up. Head is heavy, arms are heavy, eyes are open. Should feel sweet, right? Watch your balance. Beautiful. Now, as you arrive, keep these elbows, and then take these arms, reach them up. Yeah, we did a little bit of this week if you were taking classes with me earlier this week. Take a nice inhale. Let the shoulders relax with the exhale. Take a nice inhale. And then take these arms, these elbows over to the right as you exhale. Take another breath there, just that nice stretch into the side body. Good, and then come back through. We're going to take these elbows at the top, lengthen them, and then switch, taking the opposite. Take a nice inhale, and take this over to the left. Taking a breath there. Beautiful, and then taking these arms up to the sky. I want you just to open up this heart. As you do, the arms open up. Let the shoulders melt away. These don't have to be straight arms. Lift the chest. Beautiful. Take the palms together at the top and then bring them into your heart center. Bowing in. Take your breath there. Come back to that sweetness. Come back to nourishing your body. Coming together as one. One more breath. Beautiful. Now from here, sweep these arms up to the sky, opening up that heart. Fold forward, Uttanasana. Slide the hands to that half lift, lengthen. Placing the hands on the earth or your prop, set up right foot back. Take a breath there, inhale. Bring that right knee down on that exhale. Good. You can keep the toes curled under or not, really whatever is up to you. I want you to get that length into the spine, lean in here, open up that heart. Beautiful. And then just reach back and just extend the leg. I often do this shape as well. And then just don't get too kind of comfy into each space because we're flowing here. Open the heart. Tap into the movement, the goodness. Exhale. One more like that. Inhale. Beautiful. Exhale. Bring that left foot back down onto the earth. Slide the hands up to the top of that left knee. Open up the heart. So just let the shoulders melt down the back of the body. Feel the heart lifting, the belly button drawing in and up. Take a breath. One more breath. Just let the legs get their due time. Good. And then from here, take both arms. If you can, sweep them up to the sky. You can always keep the left one down. And take an inhale. Take this right arm to the outside of that left knee. Exhale. Good. So if your both arms are up, we're going to take that left hand, sweep it into your lower back. Good. You can always keep it at the hip. One more breath here. Nice and focused. Beautiful. Now, from here, keep that left hand lower back or hip, and take this right hand, bring it down to the prop or the earth if you're using one. And then take a little twist. That left arm can always come to the sky. I'm going to keep mine down into my lower back. One more breath. Good. And then this is going to feel good as you release out of this. We're going to take and extend that leg long again and just come into that extension. So kind of taking those muscles that we work to stabilize us, and now just breathe into them, relax into them. Take your breath for 3. Inhales and exhales. 2. 2, and 1. Beautiful. Bend this left foot, left knee, bring that left foot down onto the earth. And we're going to lift this right leg up. So as you lift it, we're going to take and just slowly step it forward. It might be a couple of steps. Yeah. And then just find that half lift. Find that length. And then melt again. Letting go. Should feel good. Good. And then from here, just again, bend the knees, draw the belly button in. We're going to take this out to the side and up. So instead of rolling up or reaching up, Urdhva Hastasana, heart opens. And then bring all that sweetness into your hands, into your heart, hands to your heart. Bowing. We're just regrouping, reorganizing those thoughts, remembering today just about re-nourishing ourselves so we can take care of the world, of each other. We come together. One more breath. Inhale, sweep up, reaching for the sky. Beautiful. Soften the knees and just dive forward. Uttanasana. Exhale. Half lift, nice and long. Planting the hands. And then step this left foot back. Take your breath. Inhale. And exhale. Bring that left knee down to the earth. Good. And just lean in a little bit. And as you do, just feel that nice front of that left hip. Open up the heart. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. One more breath. Beautiful. Take a nice inhale. And then we're just going to move. We're going to extend that leg. Exhale. Inhale, come forward again. And exhale, extend back again. One more. Beautiful. Exhale. Love it. Take this right foot, bring it back down onto the earth. Slide the hands up to that right knee. Lift and open the heart. Take your breath here. Inhales. And exhales, opening it up. Find your focus. Lifting the heart. One more breath. And if it feels okay, take both arms to the sky or take one hand to the hip and one arm to the sky, right hand to the hip. Take your breath here. And again. And from here, that left hand is going to come and reach to the outside of that right knee. And this right hand, if it's at your hip, stays or maybe comes and wraps around into the lower back. Take your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Take that twist. Working the legs a little bit, that foundation. Good. One more. Now here's that funny little tricky part. We're going to take this left hand, we're going to bring it down to the earth or maybe slide that prop in. And we're going to take this right hand and it can either come to the hip and take that twist or maybe even up to the sky. Find what's right for you. I'm going to do that gentle version, keeping my hand on my hip, drawing the belly. One more breath. Drawing the belly in. Beautiful. This is going to feel great. Right hand comes down either side of that foot and then extend it long and pause into that. So just shift, take that breath, inhale and exhale. Two more. One more. Good. And then just slowly bending that right foot. Placing it back, bending the knee, foot on the earth. Lift that left knee up. And then once again, just make your way forward. Take your time. Feet come wide. Take a nice inhale, half lift to lengthen. Exhale, melt and release. Nice. And just let your body shift a little bit here. Good. And then from here, root to rise, coming all the way out and up to the sky, reaching nice and long. Hands to your heart center, bowing in. And again, just finding the sweetness of your practice. Adjust this a little bit so you can see me. Good. to take and bring our feet wide here. So facing each other if you can. Yeah. Toes facing towards the screen to start. And we're going to take these arms, we're going to bring them out, and we're going to take this kind of star, which I just love lately, as you kind of push into the feet, zip up the inner thighs, lift the belly button in, that heart opens. Take your breath, relax the shoulders, open up. A little bit of a back bend. Just keep reaching into this big star. One more. Love it. And then from here, taking these arms, we're going to take and turn the right toes out. And as we do, we're going to sink into that nice warrior two. Good. Relax the shoulders. Warrior two, feel the inner thighs. And just take that breath there. Maybe a little lower. Let the shoulders melt. Let that right knee be over those toes. One more breath here. I know it might feel like a lot. It's okay. We're going to take this front leg, this right leg, and we're going to take and straighten it. And then we're just going to bring that right hand to that right thigh and that left hand up to the sky. But I'm really lifting my belly button in and up so I don't kind of crush into the back, and keeping the sides of our waist and ribs long. Again, this doesn't need to be a huge pose. If you have a practice and you want to go further with these poses, then do. Take another breath here. Good. And then very slowly begin to bend that right knee again. Come back to your warrior two. Beautiful. Inhale and exhale. Love it. Now from here, take the arms up to the sky. We're going to take those right toes, turn them back in. Good. And we're going to take those left toes and turn them out and find that warrior two again. Yeah, so those left toes and knees, there's alignment. That left knee kind of over the toes. It's not rolling in. It's opening up. That back foot at about 90 degrees, feeling that inner energy, lifting the pelvic floor. Two more breaths. Exhales, maybe take us a little lower, but relax the neck. One more breath. Beautiful. Now from here, we're going to take that front leg, that left leg, we're going to straighten it. Lift the belly button in and up. This is going to feel good as the arms get a little bit of a break. That left arm finds that left thigh. The right arm maybe reaches up to the sky. And again, you can always take this deeper as you kind of lean over. Make it about you. If you have a practice here, go for it. I'm really wanting to work for me that gentle, that quiet, joyful space where I feel good about myself, good about my practice. One more breath. Love it. And then slowly coming back up to that warrior two. And then from here, we're going to turn these left toes in. We're going to find that star again. That movement of the shoulders, open up the chest. Good. Then take the arms long, soften the knees, and we're going to fold forward. Hands can find those props. They can find the earth. And just let yourself go. So I'm going to do this from the side. You can just see that you just let yourself release here. And another shape, you can take those opposite elbows that we found earlier and just let the head drape, let the body drape. The knees can be slightly bent, toes are definitely turning the same direction as your spine, right? So going forward, not out. Two more breaths. Good. One more breath. And then let your hands release down. And just one more of this pose. So our feet are wide. We're going to take these right toes. We're just going to turn them out a little bit this time. And we're going to lean over, walking the hands to the right as well. And just get that nice inner leg, that nice stretch into the inner left leg. Good. And then just slowly come back through center, turning those right toes in, turn the left toes out a little bit. Walk the hands over to the left. Again, feel that space into the inside of the leg. Just feeling some nice juicy energy. Good. And then slowly coming back through. We're going to take those right toes, we're going to turn them out again and come back to the front of our mat, and we're going to step forward. Yes, we are. Take that half lift to lengthen. And melt. Uttanasana. Good. So remember that pose we did in the beginning where we were seated and I had your knees bent? I want you to do that again. So bending the knees. We're going to take these arms, maybe we find the fingertips behind the knees, and we're going to take, or maybe you find the wrists or even the elbows, but start a little bit more spacious. Take an inhale, and then exhale. Just let yourself kind of wrap up to a ball here. Just let your knees be bent. Let the head go. 2 more breaths. You can always let the hands come down to the backs of thighs or calves. 1 more breath. Beautiful. And then from here, release the arms, draw the belly button in, and slowly begin to roll up all the way. Feel the legs, feel the spine, tuck the chin. Beautiful. And at the top, just take and open up that heart. Reach for the sky. Beautiful. Hands come into that heart center. Feel the goodness. Feel the energy in the legs, the spine, the shoulders, the neck. Beautiful. And we're going to bring this down. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold forward, bowing down. Half lift nice and long. And then the hands are going to plant, and you're going to make your way back, downward dog, or you might come right into that child's pose or that puppy dog pose. Whatever feels right. Take a few breaths wherever you are. If you want to come through a flow and vinyasa, then do. Good. 1 more breath. And then bring the knees down to the earth. Good. We're going to take and bring these legs round in front of us. So coming back to our seat, you can have the legs out in front on your mat. Shift the sit bones. Nice. Now from here, sit a little taller again, knees slightly bent, but not as bent as before, right? So just a little bit of lift into them. Lift the quad muscles, the inner thighs. Bring the fingertips behind you. Take a nice inhale. And then exhale, begin to walk forward. Yeah, so lengthening the spine. Paschimottanasana, taking this pose. You might find your hands reach those toes, and you really get that length. Look, my spine went from being rounded, the belly button drew into being long. That's what we want. It doesn't matter how low you go, but just staying a little bit more with length. You can find that sweetness, that edge. And then on your next breath, the next inhale, find that exhale and then let the body drape a little bit. So you've got that length into the lower back, and then let your head and shoulders round a little bit. Don't be forceful here. This is really the full back of the body. A lot of us just focus on the hamstrings and backs of knees, and I want you to feel that the whole body, up that spine, to the shoulder blades, neck. 1 more breath. Love it. Draw the belly button in and very slowly roll yourself up. Good. Now here we go. We're going to take kind of all of this movement we did with the legs. It was a leg practice mainly. And we're going to take these legs and we're going to open both of them out. Love the hearts popping up. Thank you. That's so sweet. Makes me smile. Good. So legs are coming wide. Now, same, inside Penelope just smelled my foot. Same thing here. I just want you to not overdo. We have the tendency to then take these legs as wide as they can go, and immediately you feel this sort of pull up the inner thigh and around the knees. So don't do that. Take it a little less, because we're going to take it a little deeper. So why start at the deepest place, right? And make sure you're not collapsing behind those knees. You might even take a blanket, a small blanket, and place it behind the knees so that they don't collapse, right, into the earth and get stressed. Fingertips are going to come behind us, just like we started in the beginning. Sit nice and tall, And then let the shoulders melt down and just open the chest here, pushing gently through the heels of the feet, lifting the quad muscles and that pelvic floor. Good. Take one more breath here. Beautiful. And then from here, hands can come around to the front, right? Or not. You might be more comfortable behind you and stay there. If it feels okay, just walk out. Take your time. Now, I am not a flexible yogi, right? That's not, I'm just every day just opening up my body, working to feel good, feel energized, feel grounded and whole. If you are that yogi that, reaches and drapes down to the earth, that's up to you. As I'm saying, I am not, so I'm just going to kind of stay here, a little higher, rock slightly side to side. All of us, we should be feeling it similar places regardless of flexible or not. Up the inner legs. That's not the only place I want you to feel it though. Up the spine, lower back, shoulders, neck. Balanced and sweet, not pushy and locked. 2 more breaths. One more breath. Good. Last breath is in through the nose and out through the mouth. Oh, let's do that again. It felt really good. Love it. Now, from here, we're going to take and walk the hands over to the right. Yeah? Good. Either side of that right leg. Take a nice inhale to lengthen a little bit. Bring that left sit bone down and exhale over. 3 more breaths here. Inhale and exhales. Inhale and exhale. 1 more breath and exhale. Beautiful. Now very slowly, we're going to walk back through center. Take your time, soften. You don't have to be in the deepest place. And then take yourself over that left leg. Find that space, turn the torso, take a nice inhale, and then exhale into it. Good. Walking the hands out a little bit. 4 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Exhale. Beautiful. And then very slowly coming back through to center. Good. Exhale there. And then walking the hands back up. And then slowly bring these legs back in. It should feel good. Take your time. Give them a little love. Nice. And then from here, we're going to come and just bring ourselves down onto our mat. So however you like to do that, just slow. I like to kind of roll down, bring my forearms down, tuck the chin. Hello. And then roll down some more. Hi, beautiful. Come here. Come here. Hi. Good. This is Penelope. She's so tiny. Hi, baby. Good. So as you arrive onto your back, just let the knees bend. I'm going to let her out. And just allow that lower back to be down onto the earth. Just feel that connection down onto the earth. And then we're going to take and bring the knees into the chest, giving them a nice hug here. A little massage of that lower back, just allowing that lower back to feel that it's grounded onto the earth. Good. And then from here, just slide the soles of the feet back onto the earth, right? And then we're going to just keep the knees and hips in a line and those ankles underneath the knees. And we're just going to gently lift up into a bridge pose. So just opening up the front of the body. Should feel sweet, should feel good. Doesn't need to be huge. Take those sit bones, tuck them, kind of tuck them up behind the knees. Yeah. just a general driving direction. Should feel good. Those openness into the front of the body, these hips, these quads, and then slowly lower down. Good. We're going to do that 2 more times. So just push down into the feet, draw the belly button in, lift the glutes off the earth. You're going to feel the muscles of the back of the body. And again, tuck those sit bones towards the back of the knee, and you'll notice a little bit more of that loveliness into the front of the hips. The heart opens, and then lower back down. Good. And then just one more time, but let's just take a pause in between. And then again, lifting the belly button in and up, lifting the hips off the earth. Doesn't need to be huge. You can feel the sit bones as you kind of tuck them to behind the knees, that you get a little bit more space into the hips, a little bit more openness. One more breath if you have it. Don't stress it if you don't. And then slowly just roll down. Should feel really good. Good. Nice. Let the knees just gently rock a little side to side. And as you rock the knees side to side, I'm just looking at the time. We're just going to take the next time you rock them over to the right, just let them drape over there. So the feet can be a little bit wider. That's how I'm enjoying it today. If you want to take the classic stack knee twist, then do that. But I'm going to keep my feet a little bit wider. Let that top knee kind of drape down towards the earth. It's a nice quad stretch and hip flexor stretch. Good. Now, here's another option to add. Arms can be out to a T, or you know that kind of elbow cross that we've done today? You might take and find that and just let the shoulders melt towards the earth. You might take the gaze over to the left as well. Wherever you are, make it about you. You don't have to do that that elbow stretch. Whatever feels right. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Good. And then very slowly, if you have those arms, just release them. And then wherever your knees are, just bring them back through. I'm going to keep my feet nice and wide because that's the stretch I'm doing. This nice twist, and then just letting the knees kind of drape, feet wide, knees over to the left, or any version that you like. I'm going to take my arms and take the opposite of what I had. Yeah, opposite elbows, and then just let it go there. So shoulders relax, neck relax, or any version that you like of any of these shapes. Take your breath. 2 more. 1 more. And then slowly releasing the arms, letting the knees come back, feet back in line with the hips. And from here, taking the legs and just extending them long or keeping them bent, whatever feels right. Yeah, let the shoulder blades open up. Let the hips, knees, and ankles and feet roll out. Take a nice breath here and inhale. Exhale out through the mouth. And just let yourself go here. Let yourself go for just a few moments. Right? Let the body feel the earth. Feel the practice. Let it fill you up. Let the practice nourish you. Feeling that peace and serenity. Who you are is much more than what you do. The essence shining through heart, soul, and center. The bare and bold truth of you does not lie in your to-do list. You are not just the surface of your skin, not just the impulse to arrange the muscles of your face into a smile or a frown, not just boundless energy or bone wearying fatigue. Delve deeper. You are divinity, the vast and open sky of spirit. In the light of God, the ember at the core, the passion and the presence, the timeless, deathless essence of you that reaches out and touches me. Who you are transcends fear and turns suffering into liberation. Who you are is love. Slowly just roll yourself to your side and just wrap yourself up into that fetal position, just protecting yourself, nourishing yourself, giving yourself strength as we take care of ourselves and take care of others. Softly lift yourself up, finding your seat. And as you find your seat, sit nice and tall. As you honor yourself, just feel that space. Bring the hands to your heart center and bow into that goodness. And this Easter Sunday, as we come together in this new world that we live, as we protect each other, as we nourish each other, as we strengthen each other. Let there be peace, let there be serenity around you and into this universe. Coming together for Om Shanti, 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 Om. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste. Thank you so much, yogis.